Hi there, and welcome to Blame It on the Inverts. I'm Sean. I'm standing in front of Matterhorn Mountain at Disneyland. Matterhorn has always been my favorite attraction at the park. From the racing roller coaster aspect, to the abominable snowmen, to the gorgeous design of the mountain itself. Matterhorn's just always held a very special place in my heart. Now, if you haven't ridden Matterhorn before, there are two tracks right next to each other. Tomorrowland side and a Fantasyland side. Now, up until recently, each side had its own queue, and you could choose which one you wanted to wait for. But in November 2018, that changed. Now, Matterhorn has a single queue with a cast member that assigns you a side to ride once you hit the station. My last few visits, I've really enjoyed seeing which side I ended up riding more. In fact, I've enjoyed it so much, I decided to make a vlog about it. It's the Battle of Matterhorn. Now, the rules of Battle of Matterhorn are very simple. The first side to reach 7 rides wins. And since I'm walking past my bestie there, that means I'm almost to the entrance. Let's get started. Tomorrowland jumped out to an early lead, but Fantasyland's starting to make a comeback. Let's see how these next 5 rides go. After those 2 laps, Tomorrowland is back to a 3-ride lead. But before we find out if it can take the title, let's jump into some fun facts about Matterhorn. Now, every roller coaster enthusiast will be able to tell you that Matterhorn was the very first roller coaster ever made with a steel tubular style track, opening in 1959. Now, in the upper half of Matterhorn, there's a basketball court. It's a half court, and it's intended for a break area for cast members. It was installed in the early 1960s, and it's still there today. Now, if you were lucky enough to come to Disneyland before 1995, you might remember a gondola-style sky ride that used to go through the middle of Matterhorn Mountain. It had 2 stations located in Tomorrowland and Fantasyland. But in 1994, they discovered some weaknesses in the structural integrity of the sky ride located inside the mountain. And in order for them to perform the work on it, they would have had to open Matterhorn Mountain up. So the decision was made to close the sky ride. Now, the entire Tomorrowland station is gone, but there's still a few remnants of the Fantasyland station. You want to go check it out? Let's go. Now, this is one of 2 staircases that used to belong to the sky ride that you can still find in Fantasyland. They're right across from one of the food and beverage areas, and you can find it right next to the Casey Jr. exit. Will Tomorrowland take the title, or does Fantasyland have a comeback planned? Let's find out. With 4 laps in a row, Fantasyland pulled off that comeback. What a fun first Battle of Matterhorn. And I think I'm gonna go celebrate today's victor with a ride on my favorite Fantasyland attraction. Thank you so much for joining me for the Battle of Matterhorn. I still can't believe Fantasyland pulled off that comeback. And I had so much fun doing this, I might have to make this an annual thing. I'll see you at another park soon.